Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. We're playing more Rebel Link and we're going to be doing Black Caves with the General on Brutal. And to show you we're not going to be using any advisors on this, so when you go to play it, it'll be that much easier. And we're going to start off at Foxtrot Papa. We'll start off in the Government tab doing District Representatives, and then going over Civilian tab, we'll be doing Infrastructure Discussions. I'm going to bounce back and forth between doing one in Government and one in Civilian. We're going to be watching inflation, so Outreach Office and then Highways. If you look at Foxtrot Papa there, right next to the name there on the left, that's indicating that it's in the highways. And by doing that initiative, that's really going to help our troops kind of get from one side of the map to the other, as long as they're traveling the highway. So this board did take me a couple of times to beat it, and finally this strategy seemed to work. If you've seen some of my older videos, this is kind of what I used to do. But anti-corruption there, civilian services, that's kind of how we're starting everything out. And I usually have a certain number of things I like to do before the insurgents pop up. So look at that right there, notification. We need to go through and spend the money on land rights, so we'll pop that there. If you ever see those notifications, you really got to focus on them, jump on them quick, because that's really going to help you get that initial support stability of those zones. And that should hopefully give us the boost that we need. But we'll go back in here and we'll probably spend about $7 on Universal Justice. That also gives a nice support boost right down there. And before we start spending money on troops, we'll do PR media, and that should really give it a nice jump to that support. Oh, look at that right there, actually in a notification that wants us to do PR media. So that's going to be really great for us. We should be able to stabilize these zones pretty fast. And if you don't stabilize that first zone pretty quickly, you're just going to watch your reputation just dwindle away. It's going to go pretty fast. It'll actually give you a notification saying, you've got to stabilize a region. Bad things are going to happen. And you can see the tank down there in the bottom left. We're actually going to take that, grab it. We're not going to scrap it. And we're going to use it on our first troop to kind of push around. Hopefully if these insurgents stay out of the mountains, that'll be a good way that we can keep them under control with that tank. So there it is right there. We're going to get that going and we'll take over that tank. And then hopefully by the time we get that, we can throw the troop on an area where the insurgents are and crush them pretty quickly by slamming that tank on top of it. But if you've seen some of my other general videos, this wasn't too much different. Obviously we have a tank on this one, so that makes it slightly different. But really, we're trying to just corner these guys out, hold them in place, trying to crush the insurgents. If you're going to support one troop with another one, make sure he's not in a great area, and then get those garrisons. Now, for all you happy people out there that are constantly saying airstrike, 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 I did it for you guys this time. Things were getting a little crazy towards the end when I signed the peace deal and kept on antagonizing the insurgents. So stick around the end for that. Watch the airstrikes. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, this is how I beat the game here. Watch it through. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And other than that, remember, I pick my butt.
I've been loyal.